Hello traders and welcome to the Friday wrap-up, February 12th, 2016. Today's is brought to you through fxclearing Excellence in Trading. Today is great to be with you. This is where we look at daily charts and look at price action over the last week and what we can possibly expect in the week ahead. Pretty interesting. Got about 15 charts, 12 charts we're going to take a look at today. We're going to try to shorten this video up. We've been going like almost 30 minutes on this video, so we're going to try to really shorten it up a little bit. Don't want to bore you, and so we just put some major pairs on here. So let's see how it works this weekend. Alright, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilda. I'm your moderator for the Friday wrap-up and also the market opening preview, which is done every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful career out of the great state of Florida as a firefighter paramedic. Traders, 9 days later after I retired, I came to Thailand, where I was here for a 3-month holiday. Well, traders, I'm in my 8th year and I'm still in Thailand. I guess I'm staying. My first career was exciting, and my second career is just as exciting, trading Forex markets. Absolutely love trading Forex. Traders, I listen to fundamentals, I don't trade fundamentals. That means I don't trade the number release. I wait about 30 minutes to 40 minutes, and then I could possibly enter into that news data and see if I can get myself just a little bit of the pie. But I'm a technician. I love doing charts. I love price action, support, resistance, price action, price structure. I do use indicators. When I'm trading Forex, I use harmonics, and when I'm trading options, I use Ikimoku Cloud. So I do use, and of course I have 3 exponential moving averages on my charts. However, if you actually saw my trading charts, my live trading charts, there's like nothing on them. Just a couple of EMAs, that's about it. One of my actual trading charts. But yeah, it's just a little bit of how I trade and what I do. But what we're doing today is just really about price action. We just want to see what we can expect in the week ahead after our crazy week last 2 weeks. Yeah, I took a little bit of a hit last 2 weeks, so I'm not really jovial right at the moment about Forex. I didn't lose a lot, but I didn't make any trades. And I made some trades, but I took some hits, but I didn't lose a lot as far as equity goes. But not being in trades doesn't pay the bills, right? All right, let's get rid of legal stuff, keep the lawyers happy. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex market. Most importantly, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's talk about today's commentary. It's been a really crazy up and down week. We had FOMC Chair Janet Yellen speak. We had Draghi speak. We had the Bank of Japan decided to lower their interest rates to negatives below 0. Just absolutely wild last 2 weeks. I know a lot of people made a lot of pips on this yen move. Before this announcement came out, they were strong yen pairs. What they did was they did a basket. In other words, they had like 7 or 8 yen pairs all buying the yen. So some people made some really nice profits this week. And I hate to say it, a lot of people lost their pajamas. A lot of people lost them. So we got to look at what's coming up in the next week ahead. Monday is a U.S. holiday. It's President's Day, so there's no stock market on Monday. So my advice to you is please just trade a demo account. When New York is closed, don't trade live. That's just the bottom line. You just don't trade live when the New York markets are closed. And basically, it's a 3-day weekend for you. I wouldn't even turn on my charts if I didn't have to. But yeah, if you're going to trade, make sure it's on a demo account. All right, let's get started. Let's take a look at this euro dollar. Folks, I don't understand how this euro is so strong. Other than the dollar is weak. Can you believe that the dollar index went from like 98.86 and now we're like down to 95 or something like that? And I haven't looked today. But we're like down to 95.8 or 96, and we were like at 98, 99, right? And it's just amazing. Well, it shows. I mean, dollar weakness in the euro just took advantage of that and just boomed up, right? And then on Friday, you can see everything sold off. Well, I take a lot of that to profit taken out. I was not in the New York market on Friday, so I do not know exactly what happened in New York that caused this big drop. But I think it's a lot of position squaring and people taking that profits. I'm telling you, a lot of people made some really, really good pips on this yen pair this last 2 weeks. So what are we going to do as the week goes on? Well, there's a couple of things. If I was going to trade this, regardless that it's a daily chart, but if I was going to trade this, I'd fib that high to this low and see where we're at, and basically you'd want to see some sort of a pullback and then take it to the upside. The other thing you do is put a trend line here and see if you can get a trend line break. If you look left of the chart into this red candle, that wick, that's the high, and then just do a trend line to this wick. Now I like 3-touch wicks, but 2 it's acceptable, but I'd rather have a 3-touch wick. And if it pops that, go that way. The other thing that can possibly happen is it's going to come back to this 200 exponential moving average, and you can see in the past that it's always reacted to it. So I would expect it's going to react to it again. So this this week just might come back down. Dollar may get some ground and come back to this 200. So we'll see. It's going to be a little bit interesting. Here's a dollar Swissy, which is the reverse, and they're correlated, right? One goes up, the other goes down. So. The Swissy has just been unbelievable this week. Really, really strong, and I don't expect that to last much longer. I think that's going to just die out. I think they have a rate decision coming out this week. Not positive, but I think they have a rate decision coming out this week. So that'll be an interesting move, and we'll see. We'll see what happens with the Swissy. I don't think the Swissy wants their pair to be this strong. So we'll just take a look at it and keep an eye on it. But this good example of the dollar. Dollar weakness. Wow. But the Swissy just really took over. Here's a euro pound. Now, I always tell you that the euro pound is basically a replica of the dollar index chart. And if you look at a dollar index chart, it looks like almost identical. This platform doesn't have a dollar index chart, so this is just a replica of what the dollar index chart looks like. It's unbelievable. So what are you going to do here? Well, I'm expecting Kuroda or an Abbey to do something this week. I mean, I just don't think they're going to let this continue to just rumble. But it's amazing. I've been trading for. I'm going in my 10th year, and I started in 2006, and I don't know. To me, it just looks like this is just an avalanche, and they did that little thing there where they went to negative interest rates, and it didn't help. I mean, they're worse off now than they were before. So we're in uncharted waters. I mean, I think we're back to 2011 numbers. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I just can't see them ignoring it. I expect them to do something. Something, I don't know, but they're going to do something. Let's take a look at the dollar CAD. Now you're saying, well, why would and really the most important thing is the last 5 candles, right? We just want to look at the last week. But why this is all oil generated, folks. This is Friday. What happened on Friday with oil? It went up $1.26. That's why I have CAD strength, right? Then you don't have CAD strength for 2 days because it lowered, right? It's in that stupid range of like 28 up to 32, right? So, and this is reacting. The problem is that the range that it's in is horrible, right? So how are you gonna trade this? Well, the only way to trade it is you need to listen to your news feed or however you get your data as far as your news goes and see what oil's doing. This is all about oil. This has nothing to do with the dollar, folks. This dollar CAD has nothing at all to do with the dollar. This is all oil. And so you're just gonna have to watch this, and my opinion is I wouldn't trade this. I mean, this is too chaotic. This oil situation it's either going to resolve quickly or it's going to get really bad. And now that Iran is just pumping out oil like crazy, the Saudis are pissed off. America is exporting oil to China now. It's really, the oil market is just turned on. And folks, if you believe that oil is not going to be needed, if you're 30 years and above, in our lifetime, we are not going to see oil gone. Fossil fuels are coming, but we're not going to see that for another 30 or 40 years. It's just the way it is. Oil is just not going to go away. And, they can have all the battery cars they want, and they can do all that stuff, but you know what? People don't want to get out or, and have to plug into an electrical system to charge up their batteries. It's just not going to work. So, not now. We're not ready for that. So oil is still a huge commodity, and it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. As you look at this chart, especially, yes, it is bearish. Look at the last 5 candles. I mean, realize this is a daily chart, so there's a lot of pips right here. And look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dojis in a row on the Aussie dollar. Wow. Yeah, this is a commodity pair. This reacts to commodities, all over. This just doesn't react to the Aussie and the dollar. This reacts to any commodity data that comes out. This pair reacts. Now, if we're getting wicks like this on a daily chart, can you imagine what a 30-minute or a 1-hour chart, if you're trading a 30-minute or a 1-hour chart, what it's going to look like? Yeah, absolutely crazy, right? Yeah, this is tough. People got beat up here. People really got beat up. Like I said, I only lost a little bit of equity, and to be honest with you, that's in an options. I haven't done a forex trade in 2 weeks. Oh no, that's not true. I did do one and I lost. I did do one and I lost, and then I woke up and said, well, we just gotta let this stuff calm down. The oil, the China, the Draghi, the Bank of Japan, this all's just got to calm down before we're going to get back into trading. But this is sideways price action, right? This gives you a good idea of what to expect in the week ahead, right? We want to see some sort of decision here. I wouldn't trade this. Here's a Euro Aussie, which is one of my favorite pairs, I have to tell you. This has been at resistance now for the last 5 days, but really it took a nice downtrend and then came back up again. And traders rode this on both ends, by the way. Really great pair to trade because it trades 130 pips a day. But if you look at the last 5 days, we've got 2 dojis. Look at that Thursday candle. Look at that doji candle there. And then we have a red candle. So what am I expecting? Well, we're at resistance, folks. I'm expecting this to break to the downside, to be honest with you. But I would assume Draghi's going to speak at some point, and he's going to bring this euro back in control, and this is just going to drop like a rock. I just can't see how. I just don't fundamentally understand how the euro is so strong. They have nothing to be strong about. Then I don't have good numbers. They don't. I mean, it's just Germany came out with horrible numbers last week. They're not doing as good as they say they're doing. Well, when you take 290,000 refugees from Syria, you got to pay for that, right? And it's going to take an effect on your economy. So that's how I look at that. But I'm looking for this to come down. I'm bearish in this pair, by the way. If you open this chart, this is just bearish, 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 bearish. I just want to take this down. Take a look at the euro yen, which is one of my favorites. Yeah, just yen sell, right? Boom, take it to the downside. This is bearish. That's the bottom line. If we close this gap, we to the downside. What are you going to do here? Well, we're at support. So on a lower time frame, if you take the 1-hour chart, for instance, this might show a real big up move, right, with this doji candle here on Friday, right? But my bias is I want to sell this. I don't mind counter trend trading, and I only advise it if you've done it and have some experience with it. But counter trend trading is fine. I mean, this move up, look at all these pips. This is a lot of pips, folks. So I'm not against counter trend trading. I mean, if this was a 30-minute chart or a half an hour chart, I just fib this and, find out where my 68.1 is or my 50% is, and expect I'm going to get a move to the downside from that point. This is going to retrace most likely. Or it's just going to break out back to the downside. If it takes out that red wick right there, this is just, and that's at that 126 level. If this breaks below that 126, this thing's going to drop like a rock. Here's a pound Swissy. I just put this on here just to show you how strong the Swissy is. But in the last 4 days, the last 3 days with it, indecision candle, Friday decision candle, and so just kind of like confusing pair. But spatially, if you look at this chart, it's bearish. CAD yen, we really beat this one pretty heavy on the CAD and the yen. We know what's going on. The CAD's all about oil, and the yen is very strong. So it's like two magnets, right? One of my favorite pairs to trade is the pound yen, which is the beast, and I expect we just want to short this. There's nothing to say here. We just want to short this. This is a sell trade, my friends. We just want to short it. I don't care what time frame you're on, you're looking for shorts. We want to sell this. Do not want to buy the pound. Okay? Here's the Aussie yen, another one that I like trading a lot. Again, the yen to the downside, just really, when that BOJ statement came out, man, it just took off, right? Bam, down, boom. But if you look at this chart spatially, it's been bearish for a long time. It's had its correction waves, right? It's had its corrections, nice wave, nice move to the upside here, but that's a fib of this. So this is probably about a 618 fib, and then it just fell off the roof. But the BOJ helped this just to collapse, right? So that's what's going on with this. But this is bearish. It's always been bearish. It's been bearish for a very, very long time. Another one of my favorites to trade is the New Zealand dollar. It's a very easy, mellow pair to trade. I would say if I had a new trader sitting next to me and I was teaching him how to trade, I would use the New Zealand dollar. Everybody says, "Oh, use the euro dollar." No. Use the New Zealand dollar. It moves slow. It's a pretty mellow pair. It doesn't do drastic moves. However, if you look at the last 2 weeks, right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 days, it's been in this nasty range, and apparently on Friday we had some dollar strength. But I take this to position squaring and people taking profits. We'll have to see what happens on Monday. But Monday is really not a good day because New York is closed on Monday for President's Day. So that really makes Monday going to be on a Tuesday, which means you're really not going to have clarification till Wednesday. I know that sounds confusing, but can't count Monday. Tuesday is going to be like a Monday, which I call Observation Monday, and then we're going to get Tuesday where we can start trading again. But I might take a couple of shots on Tuesday. It just depends on what the market looks like. And the last one I want to talk about, of course, is gold. Gold is going up. Oil is going down, right? And that's why you're seeing this. My concern is what happened on Friday. Oil went up, right? And gold went down. That's what you want to see. When you see them going, if you see oil and gold going in the same direction, there are issues somewhere, and you need to figure out what's going on. Really important that we see that. This is just so overpriced. This is like ridiculous. $12.37. I mean, it's just like crazy. The high is at $12.62. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Gold is like only worth about $900 an ounce. This is so overpriced. I mean, I would not buy this for nothing. No way, no how. This needs to be at $1,000 or $900 an ounce, and I wouldn't mind taking the ride down, but I'm sure not buying it. I'm not buying into it, folks. All right, traders, that wraps up our daily charts. for the Friday wrap-up. On behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. All right, traders, great timing. We did this in 20 minutes. That's super. Enjoy your weekend break, and we'll catch you next week. And then, of course, Monday we'll have the market opening preview sometime before the London Open. Take care now. Bye-bye.